Hello, everyone. Welcome to the China Business Legal Navigator. The topic for the discussion today is how a China strategy is the keystone to counteracting counterfeit globally. In the global fight against counterfeit goods, a China centric strategy stands as a critical linchpin. For businesses aiming for global reach, the protection and enforcement of intellectual property (IP) rights in China are not just a local necessity, but a global strategy. Understanding and navigating China's IP landscape is fundamental to safeguarding a company's interest both within and beyond its borders. The global impact of China's IP framework. The prominence of China in the spheres of global manufacturing and e-commerce elevates its intellectual property IP system to a critical position in the international fight against counterfeit products. By establishing a robustly enforcing IP rights within China, companies are able to effectively confront and diminish the flow of counterfeit goods from one of their primary sources. This strategic action not only secures their market share, but also upholds the integrity of their brand on a worldwide scale as China continues to influence global trade dynamics. The proper management of IP rights in this jurisdiction becomes an indispensable tool for businesses aiming to maintain a competitive edge in the global market. Deciphering China's patent system. The Chinese patent system is categorized into three distinct types: invention, utility model, and design patents. Navigating this system is vital for businesses, as China operates under a first to file system, markedly different from the first to invent models, or first to use models found in many other countries. By actively registering these patents, companies can preemptively close off one of the primary channels that counterfeiters often exploit on a global scale. This proactive approach not only sets up a legal framework for protection in China, but it also sets a standard that strengthens the company's IP defense internationally. This shows how global markets are connected and how protecting IP rights in a major manufacturing hub like China can have a ripple effect on other countries. Trademark protection in a first to file system. China's treatment of trademarks, which is based on a first to file system, accentuates the urgency for businesses to take swift action in securing their brand trademarks. This proactive registration in China is not just a local necessity, but a strategic move in safeguarding the brand's identity on a global stage. It should also be pointed out that direct trademark applications in China gives you better protection and are handled much faster than international application. As China has its own trademark system with its own trademark classes, with many product and service types not included in other countries. By prioritizing securing trademarks in one of the world's largest markets, applying directly in China, companies more effectively deter counterfeiters by using their brand names, thereby protecting their reputation and ensuring consistency in brand perception across international markets. This approach forms a significant part of a broader global strategy to maintain brand integrity and combat counterfeit products worldwide. Leveraging Chinese customs for global impact. Registering intellectual property with Chinese customs is a move with significant global repercussions. It empowers authorities to intercept and seize counterfeit products at one of their primary points of exit, effectively curbing their distribution across international borders. This strategic action not only disrupts the supply chain of counterfeit goods, but also sends a strong message to counterfeiters about the seriousness of IP enforcement. By tackling the issue as its source, businesses can significantly reduce the proliferation of counterfeit products globally, thereby protecting their market share and upholding the integrity of their brand on an international scale. Enforceable contracts, a pillar of IP protection. In the Chinese market, crafting contracts that are aligned with the local legal landscape, especially NNN, non-disclosure, non-use, non-circumvention agreements, is critical. These contracts act as a formidable barrier against the illicit use and dissemination of intellectual property, a key factor in preserving a business's competitive edge, not just in China but globally. The effectiveness of these contracts extends beyond local boundaries, as they provide a legal framework that supports global IP strategies, ensuring that the innovations and brand identity are safeguarded across different markets. This approach underscores the importance of understanding and adapting to the global nuances of each market, particularly in a globally influential country like China. Tackling counterfeits on Chinese digital platforms, actively overseeing and responding to IP violations on major Chinese e-commerce platforms such as Taobao and JD.com has far-reaching global effects. By effectively managing the spread of counterfeit products in these extensive online marketplaces, businesses not only protect their brand within China, but also substantially minimize the risk of these counterfeits infiltrating international markets. This proactive approach on Chinese digital platforms acts as a frontline defense, curtailing the global flow of counterfeit products and thereby preserving the integrity and value of the original products and trademarks on a global worldwide scale. Legal recourse within China, a global defense. Owning and actively enforcing patents and trademarks within China provides companies with essential legal mechanisms to confront IP infringement at their source. This strategy is crucial for upholding market integrity within China and acts as a pivotal move in the broader international arena. By taking legal action within Chinese jurisdiction, businesses are able to effectively neutralize threats to their IP, setting a precedent that resonates beyond China's borders. This approach serves as a deterrent against potential counterfeiters globally, safeguarding the business market share and reputation worldwide. A robust China strategy is fundamental in the global effort to counteract counterfeit goods. Businesses can greatly reduce the spread of fake goods around the world by learning about and using China's intellectual property system, following its rules, making contacts that are specific to China, and actively managing infringements on e commerce platforms. This approach not only protects their interests within China but also fortifies their position in the global market, showcasing how China's IP strategy is integral to global anti counterfeiting efforts. Thank you for listening to the China Business Legal Navigator. Contact us if you need legal help in China, help with verification and background investigation of Chinese companies, protection of patents, trademarks in China and internationally, drafting and verification of contracts so that they follow the law in China and are enforceable in China, help with trade disputes, IP disputes, etc. If you require our assistance or have further questions about our services, please do not hesitate to contact our customer relationship manager, Jan Erik Christensen, at janerik at ncbhub.com, janerik at ncbhub.com. You can also visit our website at ncbhub.com, ncbhub.com. We look forward to hearing from you and helping your business succeed in China.